Hey everyone, Caleb the Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with another part of the Identifying First Editions playlist. This playlist video is going to focus just on these Time Life books. So, no, I'm not just talking about the Time Life books, but I'm going to be showing you guys the copyright page to show you not just what a first edition will look like, but also what reprintings of books will look like of a particular set, because I thought it would be a lot more convenient for you guys if I was showing you all out of the same set, just to have some similarities between the books that I'm showing you guys. So with that said, these 5 books, again I'm going to show you, these 5 books are from different printings. Obviously, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th printings. I don't know how many printings they had of these books. I haven't looked it up, but I just wanted to do a quick video on this to show you guys what we're looking at. So these Time Life books are of the Old West. It's a very popular series that you will see. I know plenty of people have made lots of money just selling these books. I don't know if anyone that has their entire business just as selling these, but I am sure that you guys actually could do that as a business. So for me, I actually am trying to sell a full set of these, and I am currently having those listed in the background. So those are all just individual ones, and then I have a full set with the master index that I have set aside over there that I haven't listed yet. But when you can get the full set plus the master index, that can actually be a pretty valuable set. The master index alone is worth like $40 to $80 is what I've seen it listed as a lot of the time, and it's actually just a little paper pamphlet. It's really dingy and lame, but that's not what we're here to talk about in this video. I know I just talked too much about these Old West books, but I'm getting to it. So as you guys can see here, here's the title page. It's nothing too exciting, and then on the other side of the title page you have the copyright page. So it has a whole bunch of random information. All this information is stuff you will not normally see in a normal book. So if you guys have a Time Life book on hand, you can look at it. I'm going to hold it up to see if you guys can read it. I can't guarantee that you can or can't, but it's just a whole lot of text. Generally, on a copyright page, you'll just have like the author's name, the year, maybe the ISBN number, and then the copyright year and how many reprintings there are, all that sort of stuff. So for me, in this book, we only have the Library of Congress number and the year that it was printed. So this one here is a first edition, first printing of this Time Life book, which is pretty stinking neat. So that's this one, and this one is not mint condition, but it's cool because it's first edition. So that was that one. It only showed that 1 year. However, this one here is a second printing, so I'm just getting to the copyright page, same place as the last one, and the copyright information is in the second, same place as the last one as well, just here in the corner. And if you guys, I hope that focuses, if you guys could read that, it says the copyright of 1974, which is what the other one was, but then it says right below that, second printing, reprinted in 1976. And when you see the word reprinted, that means you do not have a first edition of the book. That one down there that I just put there is a first edition. This one is a second printing, as it says. Sometimes it will not tell you it's the second printing or the third printing or anything like that. Sometimes it'll literally just say reprinted X a year, and you will have to either look up what year that was and what reprinting it was, or you'll just say that it is from that other year. That is something that you guys will have with your book businesses. You will see it all the stinking time. I've seen books sometimes say as much as like the 55th printing or something like that. It's not too often I see that, but I have seen it every now and then. Oftentimes they just do the year though. But I just thought it would be interesting to show you guys the different places that they will have the information on the reprintings. I thought these Time Life ones were especially interesting because normally, like, people put the copyright information all in the same spot, same sort of format, but you aren't really required to put it in the same format. And these Time Life ones, they not only don't follow the same format, but they also move it around. So it's like so helpful, not? So here's the next one. This one is the third printing. So I'll show you guys that. It's on the bottom right here, but it's in the center, not in the corner. So it says 1975 as the copyright year, which is different than the other ones. I think it's because it's an earlier book in the set, but it says all the information, no parts can be reproduced, all that sort of stuff, all the normal copyright stuff. And then it says below all that text, the third printing revised. Revised is a different thing as well. That is something that can also make your book be worth less because revised editions are not first editions either. So this one is third printing revised 1977. So Again, that is not the first edition. Now, with me saying that about the revised thing, revised books can sometimes be worth more than the first book. I don't find that very often, but I have found it a couple times. Revised books means they found a couple errors in the very first book, and they chose to reprint the book and correct those errors. So when you have the errors, there are times that is worth a whole lot more. So let's just think about like old coins. So there are people that love old coins, and some of the old coins, it's like beautiful, it's shiny, all these sort of things. It's a mint condition one, but it's only worth this much. And then you have another mint condition one, but it has a weird mistake on it that the mint itself did on the coin, and those are oftentimes worth a whole lot more because the errors are so rare, because oftentimes people will see those errors as they're making them and work to mitigate it or remediate it and get rid of the problem. So that is what you find with revised editions, is oftentimes they aren't as valuable because they are more common, and the mistakes in the very first edition are therefore more rare and more valuable, plus that one is still a first edition. So that's just something that you guys might find in your books. So just because it's revised doesn't mean it's not valuable at all, because there are people that will want a book that has no typos in it. So with that said, on to the next book. So this one is a fourth printing. This one, they moved it back into this corner. So one of the reasons why I think they moved it around is, so that one I just showed you guys a little bit ago was printed in Canada. This one, it says it was also printed in Canada, but it very may well have been from a different printer, because Time Life and a lot of other places, they will have printers all over the world printing these things. So I think it might just be a different printer did the different ones and moved it around. I can't guarantee that because I wasn't around for when Time Life was doing this, but as you guys saw in this, it was 1974, and then right below that it said the fourth printing. And on to the last one, because I don't want to bore you guys by showing you a whole bunch of things. I'll just cut straight to the chase, get to it. And as you guys can see in this one, they have it in the center again, and the text is a whole lot smaller for the copyright information. Honestly, I think that's some of the smallest copyright information I've seen. Generally, they have it maybe a 10-point font, maybe 8-point. This one looks like it's probably 6. So, like, if you guys have bad eyes, I would recommend, if you're a book's seller or buyer or collector, if you guys have bad eyes, I highly recommend you get glasses. Or if you're nearsighted, maybe you are a little bit better off, but I still recommend getting glasses, because there's things you want to see across the room for when you are doing your book buying business, because you will need to read the fine print, and in addition to that, there's a lot of fine details and mistakes in books. So like you can see, oh, there's a little splitting here. Like there's nothing split in this book, but like there are some things that if you have not the best eyes, you will really struggle to see, and you'll be like, what am I seeing? And you're gonna spend a lot of time doing that. So with all that said, back to the copyright thing. So it says 1975 is the copyright, and then it says down at the very bottom of that is 5th printing, revised 1981. So that is how they will show reprintings if they choose to show you that there is a reprinting in the books. Again, they don't always show that it is reprinted. Sometimes they'll just have a new year, and as I said in other videos, that year can be either on the copyright page itself, or they'll put it on a title page. I've seen the title page have the different reprinting year. I've seen that up to like the 1940s. I'm not guaranteeing they didn't do it after that, but after that I have largely found that if it's a reprinting, they will say it on the copyright page, not on the title page with the different years. So that is something that can be important to see. So with all that said and done, I hope that this video was informational. I really hope that showing you guys just Time Life books was really helpful for this, just to show you how they did it, because that's how a lot of people do it, and that's especially how Time Life does it. And there are a lot of people that have their businesses for antique books selling as just like Time Life books, which generally aren't antique. I don't know if there's any antique Time Life things, but vintage. So I hope that was able to help. I'd love for you guys to subscribe. I'd love for you guys to check out my playlist, and I would love to have you guys check out the other video as well, but mostly check out the playlist, because that is where I'm going over all the different first edition books and how to identify them and all the things you need to watch out for. So with all that said, see you guys in the next video.